Connor, first chance to have a chat with you. I think it's fair to say it's been a funny old start, hasn't it, really? I mean, you can't have imagined your first couple of games would have gone the way they've gone, surely.
Well, conceding 9 goals, I didn't think that at all, to be honest. But like you said, it has been a mad week, to say the least. It's one of those ones where Barnsley's come and gone now, so I think it's one of those ones where we're just going to put that to bed, and then we've showed the reaction and the resilience of the team on Tuesday. So, I'm happy with. We're especially happy with Tuesday, not happy with Saturday, but I am dead happy with Tuesday.
I think the last few minutes of stoppage time, people may have got a real inclination of what you like with those 2 saves, and there was applause, there was everywhere we were sitting. Just when you make saves in a game like that, how satisfying is it?
Yeah, I think listen, I've been brought in to make the saves, but when it's like the 96th minute and then the 97th minute, it just makes them saves that little bit sweeter. So don't get me wrong, I was happy with the saves, but I was more happy to get the win and get in the next round, really.
The manager's said multiple times now, we've signed League One's best goalkeeper. The stats from last year back that up as well. Do you look at all that? Does it kind of help you? I won't say confidence-wise, but does it kind of make you feel right? This I've been brought here on the strength of how good a player I am. Does it lift you a bit?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I mean, when you've got your own manager saying that you're the best keeper in League One, it kind of gives you that confidence, but as well with the stats, I like looking at the stats as well. I like to, and it kind of drives me to be better and all that. So especially when the gaffer's saying all that stuff, it just kind of motivates me even more, and it just makes me want to work even harder for him and prove to everyone here that I think I am one of the best keepers in the league, and I like to prove it, really.
He's talked about your attitude and your approach off the pitch, in the dressing room as well, and your professionalism in that way. So can you give us a bit of an insight as to how you conduct yourself and what type of person you are? And for the fans who will be watching and listening to this, what type of person Connor Ripley is?
A bit of a joker, to be honest, though. Listen, I had a great conversation with the manager before I came to the club, and he talked to a few people outside of the clubs I've been to, and they gave me some good reviews, and to be honest, that's the kind of person I am. I like to, I'm motivated. I want to be better. I want to be at a high level. I want to get as high as I can. I've been in the championship level, and I want to get back to there, and hopefully with this club. So, around the club, I'm just a loud goalkeeper, really big goalkeeper as Nathan said, I'm the BFG and big friendly giant, but I've got a bit of a mean side to me as well if I need to be.
That's nice that Nathan said that about you. What have you made of Nathan? Because obviously he's been here now, longest serving player. He's the captain this season. From a goalkeeper's perspective, what's it like to have a centre half like him in front of you?
Great. Listen, he will run through a brick wall for this club, and he's a great guy. He's a very he's very determined, and he's very motivated to get this club into the championship, and I think that's what the gaffer's done. The gaffer's brought in players, and he's kept players that he thinks are going to improve this club. Now, Nathan is a top centre half, and he's proven that, and I have no doubt that he'll be at a high level as well.
You've talked about your championship experience. You're coming up in your next 2 games against sides who've just come down from the championship. Does that help in any way, where you understand maybe the pace at which they play and tactically how they can be maybe better than some League One teams?
Listen, you're going against Reading, and then we've got Blackpool as well. So they're 2 teams that have been relegated, but they're a top League One side, and they've unfortunately been relegated, but they've been in the Championship as well, and Reading's been in the Premiership as well as Blackpool. So they're big clubs, but we are at home. We've got to use the fans. We've got to use the atmosphere around the club, and we've got to make it make it horrible for him. So that's what I believe Port Vale can do.
Do you enjoy, like you've said there, testing yourself though against those players? Because, as you say, you have played in the Championship, and I suppose it's good for somebody to be able to test themselves against the best players possible to improve your own game.
Yeah, definitely. The better players you play with, the better you're going to be. You know, we've got on Saturday we've got Andy Carroll coming, and you know he's played for England, he's played for Liverpool, he's played in massive games, he's played in the Premier League. So you know, we're playing against some top players now. That's up to me and the defence to nullify him, and that's what we'll work on. And you know, he's a big threat, but thankfully we've got a good defence and like thinking good goalkeeper as well who can help that.
Thank you.
Conor, obviously you've just touched on Reading coming here. Of course they've dropped down, but they'll want and get that momentum. They've got the momentum with the midweek, very good victory in midweek, as you've just touched on. They're not just physical. You did allude to Andy Carroll, but he's more than physical, isn't he? Really, he inspires people, doesn't he?
Yeah. Listen, I mean, even though Andy Carroll's like a big battering ram, he's got technique, and he's played at the highest levels. And when you've got a player like him on your team, you've got the lads who will want to be doing their utmost to get on that level with him. And now we have to do the same by just trying to nullify it. But there's other players, like you've got Lewis Wing, he's a great player and he can shoot from anywhere and cause havoc. But we've got good players here and we're a good team. We're starting to gel, and I think you could see that on Tuesday.
Your starting point, particularly you as a goalkeeper, and the defence is a clean sheet, and that's what you'll be thinking about Saturday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, listen, that's what we want. That's what we want as a goalkeeper and defender. We that's what we strive for. We want as many clean sheets as possible. Granted, it hasn't been the greatest start for conceding goals, but I believe we've worked hard after the Barnsley game to rectify them problems, and I believe we've showed that on Tuesday. They still need some work doing, but we are working hard, and I believe it's going to come good.
How important is it for you to build that relationship with the defence? Because that's always with the goalkeeper, isn't it? Really, you're the last man. You can see what's going on. How important is now? You've just been here a short time. Obviously, got the pre-season. Are you getting there? Do you feel and get that relationship with the individuals?
Yeah, definitely. I think like even just around the club where we're together most of the time, and we're starting to get to know each other, and we're starting to get to know each other's way, how we play, and whose strengths and weaknesses. So, like I said, we are kind of a new team. We are gelling really well, and I believe that we are going to be a good team this season.
And finally, for me, you know all about the indifferent rules that are coming in, particularly to try and stop the time wasting. I mean, people are looking at you, particularly the goalkeeper and everything, but it applies all over the field, doesn't it? People, with the throw-ins, free kicks. How do you view that as a person?
Yeah, listen, I mean, the game's trying to evolve, and we have to adapt as well as players. Do I think that we should be playing over 100 minutes every game? Not necessarily, no. Do I think there should be about 11 minutes added on both halves? Again, no. But that's the way the game is going, and we as players have to evolve, we have to adapt. I think I can speak for 99% of not just the team, the EFL, of all players, that we're not best happy with these rules, because I feel like there's a lot of yellow cards getting thrown about unnecessarily, but that's the rules now, and we have to deal with it.